All right, what's up, everybody? Got a week off here, obviously, till we have the SMX playoffs, but that doesn't mean the news has stopped. So if you guys are tuning in, thank you. Much appreciated. Just want to talk a little MXoN and Team USA here, because that's the big news that's been announced today. Or, well, I guess it was announced yesterday, technically. So the Team USA official roster dropped, and noticeable not on there would be Danger Boy. Now, there was rumors flying for quite a while here that he wouldn't be on the team if Tomac didn't go. There was rumors he wasn't going to be on the team because he does need a surgery here after the season. And, you know, wrap that up for what might be true, what might not be true. I'm not really sure. I do know I had heard some things when we were at Ironman. He does actually need a surgery. He's got 2 screws in that wrist that he screwed up before Supercross last year that actually need to come out. So I do know that he does actually need surgery. That's not a complete kind of BS thing. The other thing being, there was a lot of rumors that if Tomac wasn't going, he wasn't going. And that was partially a him thing, because we've heard that before. That was partially a Star thing. So Star's deal is if they were in, and this is from what I understand, and this is kind of hearsay, so, you know, don't take this as final judgment, all right? This is what I'm hearing, rumor mill floating through the pits and everything. So the deal with Star was if they were going, they were all in or they were all out. So they would either go with 2 guys or they would go with no guys. They weren't going to go, they weren't going to just send Deegan. I know there's going to be a lot of you people out there that are like, well, if Deegan really wanted to go, they could have pressed it. They could have gone, and yes, they very well could have. Now, what does that look like as far as does Star send a full race bike with him if he wants to go, if Star's not technically supporting it? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But he technically, yes, could have gone if he wanted to. And I know the argument a lot of you are making is, well, Max Anstey's going. Okay. My understanding is Max Anstey is going, and he's going to be riding a Yamaha, probably with suspension that comes from the team, probably with a motor package that comes from the team, but that's not going to be a full Star bike. Star is not sending a bike with him. They told him, you're more than welcome to go do it, but we're not going to send full support over there for you to do it. Now, do I think he would have got that had Star been going with Deegan and Tomac? Yes. But since they're not going, he's not riding a full Star bike. And I know there's a lot of you that are going to argue that. That comes from some pretty decent sources from what I understand. Now, with all that being said, I do find it funny. Before the team was even announced, and it was just the heavy rumor going around for the last couple of days here that Deegan wasn't going to go, the memes and the disappointment is how I'm going to put this in Deegan on the internet is absolutely incredible. And this is coming from a guy who has taken tons of heat, aka myself, because of, we'll call it just realistic expectations I put out in the world for this kid. But it is amazing how the tables have kind of turned now, and there's a lot of people that are very unhappy with him fan-wise. I mean, it seems like every time I jump on Facebook right now, there is a different motocross group I'm in that someone has posted something bashing Deegan for not going. The memes are just absolutely epic. It is really funny to me how it's like one little thing, and we kind of saw this with Jet too. One little thing can turn you into public enemy number 1 in the motocross industry. It's very, and I mean, he has I would call it a pretty legit reason for not going, which would be getting these screws out of his wrist. Now, you could argue, okay, you're probably not going to have any complications, whatever. But the thing is, too, if you do, now you're risking an entire Supercross season here for going to Des Nations. We'll see. We'll see. Now, the team itself, you've got Chase Sexton, I believe, riding the MX1. Aaron Plessinger riding the MX3, and then you've got Chance Hymas riding the MX2. How will this go? I don't know. I mean, those are essentially, outside of Deegan going, those are our 3 best guys from the US in our championship here. So it should be okay. Depends really. My big question for MXoN all the time here, especially with where we're going Matterly and all this stuff, is it going to rain? Is it going to be muddy? Because if it's a muddy, soupy mess, I mean, who knows? But I do have, like, I wouldn't even call this a B team. This to me is like a A2 team. Like A1 would have been to have Deegan go. He is the best 250 rider that we have. But A2, I mean, you got Hymus basically. And you could have said, well, what about Kitchen? Well, same. There, you could interchange those two as far as how their season went. So comment down below your thoughts on Deegan not going. Comment down below your thoughts on the team that we do have. Like I said, I think it's a solid team to send. I think we'll do okay. Will we win? Maybe. But I think it's kind of up in the air as to whether we do or not. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I will have kind of an SMX preview show coming out where I'm going to kind of break down the points going in and all this kind of stuff here. I'll be doing that solo. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.